Imagine this. You just made a new friend. Naturally, you want to hang out with this friend, so you start coming up with places to hang out. You could hang out at your house, but you just met them. That might be a bit too intimate. So the next reasonable conclusion is to go to a third space. Park? Closest park is a 20-minute drive both ways and in the middle of nowhere. Okay, that's fair. Well, how about a library? You're not hanging out to study, are you? No? Okay, yeah, well, what about a cafe? They close at 4 p.m. Maybe you can just go on a walk? It gets dark at 5 and you'll be hanging out in the dark? Ugh, this is impossible to plan. Even if you did have a location, chances of seeing people are dwindling. About 15 years ago, I would have gone to the mall if I wanted to hang out with friends, but now all those malls I used to go to are literally demolished. What is up with that? Hanging out with people nowadays is either hosting at your house, walking around Walmart, or sitting in a car. With the closure of malls, pool halls, music stores, and arcades, and most chain restaurants employing less people, in addition to the demand of delivery service and online shopping, what was once a bustling town of third spaces feels to dwindle into a ghost town, inhabited more by cars than actual people. In fact, it's so common that we're losing these places, it started to have an effect on the media. Is this not heartbreaking to you? It is to me. Growing up and losing these places has had me reaching out for community in any way I could. I started playing Minecraft at 7 years old. That's 13 years ago. And for a little kid whose siblings were much older, it was a solitary game. Until I discovered multiplayer. I'm 20 now, and throughout that time it's always been there for me. Often sitting and listening to music to de-stress or gathering with others when I'm feeling lonely. I'm a creative person, so the building aspect was something I could focus on, classic escapism. Throughout the fluctuations of its popularity, I continued to play it, and over time I came to perceive Minecraft as not a game, a place. For a while, Minecraft's popularity was naturally declining, like the fate of most games. Using Google's Trends website, Minecraft hit its lowest popularity in April 2018 to February 2019. Before then, in what is known as the golden age of Minecraft, people were constantly online and playing. Let's Plays were prominent, and people joined and played servers like it was their second home. It left such a huge impact on people. People held weddings in the game. But that time was ending, and the only people that continued to play it were children, thus becoming a game to be mocked for its player base. Not a game to be respected. That was until PewDiePie. Fliffin does a great job at explaining what happened with PewDiePie's mark on Minecraft's history, but essentially, each of his videos would get millions of views, and it started a trend of people coming back to the game. He laid the groundwork for the eventual permanent increase in player count. Because of PewDiePie, Minecraft's resurgence of popularity made it much easier to find communities again. It was in the cultural light, and everyone was playing it. Communities are formed in various ways, and synthetic worlds are just as capable of forming communities as the real world. Take the genre of Minecraft videos titled Social Experiment as an example. Have you ever watched those? Go check one out. Pretty much every one of them has me standing up and screaming. I even have a friend who joined one. In all of those videos, you notice people naturally creating settlements and conflict the same way people would if it weren't in a game. Players can manage their servers through traditional legal instruments and software plugins. Rolfes and Kathrin Passig delve deep into a study on the governance of Minecraft servers because of Minecraft's likeness to society and government. Minecraft's sandbox style of gameplay offers such raw freedom that very often leaders, gangs, and systems form naturally. The typical governance model in synthetic worlds consists of isolated moments of oppressive tyranny embedded in widespread anarchy. And it's not uncommon to join a Minecraft server whose players do whatever they please. Killing, griefing, or even establishing teams to take out new players is not uncommon, and can be described as tyrannical or even oligarchical in nature. On the other hand, many unelected staff members and server hosts resemble benevolent dictators or constitutional monarchies. Oftentimes, many servers establish a penalty system that will aim to ensure the proportionality of punishments, which is also a fundamental constitutional requirement. As for many players, anarchical play is not a favored choice, and there's an even wider market of those who prefer a more peaceful experience. Why is this effect happening? Why is Minecraft able to mimic real life while being a computer game? Well, we are products of our environments, and the number of internet users has gone up and the cost of participation gone down. In absolute numbers, there are now more internet communities as well as a greater diversity on platforms, at least some of which do leave room for a culture of user experimentation. I had people on my servers play with a desktop and gaming computer to a laptop and no mouse. And I've made a rule board for my servers, and I've put someone in Minecraft jail before. The infinite possibilities in Minecraft make this all possible and easy. Think back to 14-year-old me, a lonely kid booting up Minecraft to play online with her friends. I have no car, and all my friends live at least a 40-minute walk away. If I just hop into Minecraft with them, I can see them immediately. If you were in my shoes back then, what choice would you have made? The Minecraft gameplay that's been in the background this whole time is Bad Town, a town I hosted back in 2020 whenever the Dream SMP was at its peak. At one point, I even had 12 players on at one time. That's a lot for a realm. We had houses, castles, shops, weekly events. Some of us streamed, some of us roleplayed. During the quarantine, this is what kept us all together, and I hold those memories close to my heart. Every strong community, real or virtual, starts with a common interest or goal. Whether it's a love for anime, architecture, or activism, niche interest groups are the backbone of engagement in virtual spaces. The most engaged communities don't just consume, they create. I think that summarizes Minecraft to a T. It's not just Bad Town, though, and it's not just me. Gamers and non-gamers alike share an experience like this in many places. Maybe at school, personal clubs, or classes. Are those memories any less real than when online? The effect of computer games has a deeper emotional impact than we like to give it credit for. It is, at its root, a form of imaginative play. But there is a more meaningful connection between imagining defeating a dragon to actually defeating the Ender Dragon in Minecraft. It's a before and after, and additionally a memory when it comes to the experience of playing video games. They both may not be real, but Brett Nichols and Simon Ryan state that computer games function as double-sided objects. That is, as objects designed to readily facilitate the transition from reality to fictional reality, their seeming inside is the world of the imagination. However, we need to consider the physical and psychological impact from the perspective of your brain and how your brain will perceive something. If you're familiar with a little bit of psychology, you might have heard the term grounded cognition. To put it simply, if we see or hear or form a mental picture of a person experiencing feelings in a social setting that we too are immersed in, our brains are tricked into believing that a real social experience is taking place. So, if you're role-playing in Minecraft that you have a real society, your brain believes it's real. If you're dancing at a party bar that you build with friends, your brain thinks it's real. If you're hanging out in a virtual coffee shop talking about TV shows you like to watch, to your brain, there is no Minecraft. You are actually doing that. And we should take these experiences seriously. Is it bad to supplement the lack of third spaces with an online presence? In a country where there's no reasonable solution to the problem of unwalkable cities, what choices are really available to you? I feel it's important to reach out for community wherever possible, be it in person or virtual. So viewer, I challenge you this. Find someone you want to spend time with, boot up that computer and start up a Minecraft SMP. While it may sound too childish or too removed, I promise you'll have a unique experience to anything else you've ever experienced before. And if you have been in an SMP before, join another, meet new people. From my experience, it's always worth it.